Hey folks, here at OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the B850. This is yet another multifunctional wireless Bluetooth speaker, which also serves as a power bank that has a 3000 mAh capacity. And there's also microsuction cups on the back, which allows you to attach the phone onto the speaker and then pop it up at an angle for watching videos or browsing the web. So quite a few features stacked into this ultra portable wireless Bluetooth speaker. Taking a quick look at the packaging here, again, it has battery life rated up to 12 hours and takes up to 2 hours to completely charge using a micro USB cable. Comes in a few different colors. We have this black as well as green version here for review purposes. So let's try and open up the packaging and show you guys some of the contents that it comes with. So as aforementioned, it uses a micro USB cable to charge, and you simply plug this in for charging the Bluetooth speaker itself. But again, it's also a power bank, so if you want to then charge your phone or your tablet, you can also use the built-in adapters for charging an iOS device, or of course use the micro USB itself for charging up an Android or Windows phone. There's also a quick start guide that tells you how to access the various features. It's documented in both Chinese and English. So setting things off up to the side, we're just going to take a quick look at the design of the speaker next. Again, it is extremely portable. In fact, if I have a few things to give you guys a quick idea of the size, this is a Galaxy S3, which what it looks next to, and then this phone has a 3.5-inch display, so you can see there that it's about the same dimensions as the screen on the speaker, so it definitely is portable and small. Again, it's made out of a polycarbonate frame, so it feels pretty sturdy. So for the size, it definitely is a lot heavier than I thought as well. Almost kind of resembles the same weight you might have from, let's say, a Nokia phone that's also made out of the same materials. There's access to the company's logo on the very top there, and on the sides you have access to the built-in cable for the charging part. So if we want to take a quick look at that, it seems like we can pull the cable out from the sides here, which allows me to access a micro USB tip for the power bank function. So I can then, let's say, plug this into the phone and then use the speaker to charge my phone. When I'm done, I can then put the actual cable back. Of course, you can use the adapter that came with the set as well if you're charging it in an iOS device. The other side features a micro USB port for charging the Bluetooth speaker / power bank itself, and again takes about 2 hours to complete. And the very top just features a power on-off switch, which you can tap on for a few seconds longer to start the pairing mode. It also dubs as an answer reject call key, because this thing also has a microphone, and also dubs as a play pause key as well. So pretty easy to use overall. I think design that's going on here. There isn't a dedicated volume control on here, which means that for adjusting volume you have to still use your phone, but all in all it's not really the worst thing in the world, and I think that the construction quality as well as the design here is pretty attractive. So let's take a quick look at a demonstration of how this will work next. Alright, so doing a quick sample of the audio quality first. Again, this thing is quite loud as well as rich sounding for such a small speaker. It could pack a bit more of a bass. It doesn't have as much of a thump in the lower frequencies, but all in all, pretty clean sounding wireless Bluetooth speaker. If I really quickly pause the music here, you'll notice that there isn't any static or distortion in the background. There's a very common kind of hiss, what you would tend to notice with Bluetooth speakers, and I'm glad to hear that it's not present in this case. So they did a pretty good job here. Again, for the size of this thing, which is extremely compact and small, it gets a lot louder than I thought. A little bit tinny once you push the volume all the way up, but really not bad at all, and easily fills up smaller spaces, and better than any built-in speaker on any phone. Alright, so hopefully that gave you guys a good idea of what the audio quality is like. So that is to say, for a speaker of this size, pretty good. Obviously not the best Bluetooth speaker in the world, but it does the job and it's clean sounding. It could pack a bit more of a slightly richer sound, as well as a bit more of a punch in the lower frequencies, but really pretty good at this price point at this size. So doing a quick look at how it works as a stand, I really need a flat surface. So like a phone like the Fecom Passion 660, which has a completely flush surface, or something like the iPhone, will work just fine. I can then pop it up, let's say at a certain angle, for enjoying media content, or set it up like this for browsing the web. So that does work pretty well. Or of course, if you're just wanting to carry the speaker with the phone in a more cohesive way without losing something, this is also an option to go with. And it's using microsection cups, which is actually very, very strong, despite the fact that they look very small and tiny. So finally, just before we end this video, checking out the charging function on here. The power output is rated at 5 volt 1 amps, so it's only going to work for a lot of these smaller Android smartphones, as well as the iPhone. It's not going to be great for the iPad or for larger power hungry tablets in general, which is to be expected. That really requires 5 volt 2 amps. But as you can see there's a red light that will start to flash. That means that we've started the charging process over here, and it's going to charge it up at a reasonable speed. I'd say a Android phone will roughly charge up in under 2.5 hours or so, which is decent. Not as fast as a Qualcomm Quick Charge enabled device, but still reasonable. And it doesn't really get hot during operation either, which is nice to see. And it's a smart charger in the sense it's not going to overheat or overcharge your phone once it stops. Once it reaches full capacity on the phone's battery, the charging process will automatically stop. So all in all, this is definitely a pretty attractive, all-in-one super small Bluetooth speaker. Mostly impressed by the amount of features they managed to pack into such a small, petite form factor, from both being a decent speaker to being a pretty good power bank. You can check out more details about this in our official Ring review, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.